Hello, my dear learners, boys and girls of grade 5. With you today is Mr. Walter, your usual science teacher. We are meeting again in our our lessons that we have been having through this period of the COVID-19. Today, we are going to look at what we call lenses. Let me take you through what we discussed the other day. It has been a series of a topic called light energy. We have seen what light energy is. We have seen reflection. We have talked about the law of reflection. We have talked about the properties of images on mirrors. We have talked about the different types of mirrors. Now, in that line, it is good also we look at what lenses are, because they are one of the things which are used in light. Now, a lens. What is a lens? A lens is a curved piece of glass. When we say curved, I think you understand. Something that is curved means either it is bent outwards or it is bent inwards. When we say curved, something that is either bent outwards or bent inwards. So therefore, if we have an object, a glass or a plastic that has a curved edges or in the middle, we mean that is a lens. So a lens is a curved piece of glass or plastic which refracts light rays. If I take you back again, there is a time we talked about the properties of light. One of the properties of light, we said it can refract light. And we said refraction is the bending of light rays when they pass through different medium. You can go back to the first lesson and you'll see the diagrams that I drew for you to show what refraction is. So today, a lens is one of the objects that now proves that property of light called refraction. So refraction is the bending of light rays when they pass through different medium. And in this case, this different medium we are talking about now are the lenses. The lenses. Remember, these lenses, they have to be transparent. They have to pass. They have to allow light to pass through. They have to allow light to do what? To pass through. Now, let's have the different types of lenses. We have two types of lenses that we have. The first one is known as a convex lens. Let's say together, convex lens. Convex lens. This is the first type of lenses. And if you see the diagram, this is a diagram of a convex lens. The second type of lenses that we have, together, we read it, concave lens. Together, concave lens. Again, concave lens. A concave lens also is having a diagram that shows, this is a shape or a diagram that represents what we call a concave lens. So, therefore, we understand that we only have two types of lenses. We have two types of what? Lenses. One, convex lens, very good. Two, concave lens. Now, what is the difference? First of all, even if you look at the shapes, you can see they are different. They are not the same. So therefore, let's go deeper and look at the differences between the two. The difference between the concave lens and the convex lens. A convex lens is thick in the middle. If you look at this lens here, or you look at this diagram, the middle part I'm talking about is this one here. This middle part. That middle part is thick. The middle part is thick. But if you look at the edges, as it goes to the edges, it reduces the size. So we say it's a lens that is thick in the middle and thin at the edges. It is thick in the middle and thin at the edges. Look at that. It is thick here at the middle, and as it goes to the edges, it reduces the size. It becomes thinner. So the thickness of this middle part and the thickness at the edges are not the same. Here at the middle it is thicker, and at the edges it is thinner. Before we look at the others, we can talk about again a concave lens. Now the difference in the sizes. A concave lens is thin at the middle. Look at that. That is the middle part. This is the middle part of a concave lens. That middle part of a concave lens, if you compare it with the edges, you'll see very well that the middle part is thinner while the edges of that lens are thicker. So that is why we say a concave lens is thin at the middle and thick at the edges. Very good. I hope you have found or you have seen the first difference between a concave and a convex lens. Secondly, a convex lens is also known as a converging. It is also known as a converging lens. The word converging comes from the word converge. Converge means bringing or collecting them together. But a concave lens is also known as a diverging lens. Diverging, from the word diverge. Diverge means to spread. In other words, we say it disperses, spreading things into a wider range or a wider area. So the second difference between the two types of lenses is a convex lens is also known as a converging lens. Secondly, it is also known as a diverging lens, that is the concave lens. Thirdly, a convex lens, as we had said earlier, converging means bringing them together. So if you read the third characteristic of a convex lens, we say it bends light rays inwards. It bends light rays inwards to meet at one point. Look at the behavior of these light rays. Before they pass through this convex lens, they were straight. But after passing through the convex lens, the light rays were bent. And where were they bent towards? They were bent inwards, and at the end, they met at one point. They